And we do have a lot of things, people, that I wanted to talk to you about, so welcome back. I had two great guests today, and I always appreciate Andrew Hunt coming from your public library, and that's clevelandlibrary.org, and you can go on there and find out anything that's going on at the library. Summer programs galore, folks. I mean, really, really great summer programs. And then Kyle to tell us about the invitation for a week from Wednesday, the 12th, to go over to the Old American Uniform Building between 10 and 2 and see what the Pie Center is going to be like. And I think that's going to be exciting. I'm going to be there for part of the day. I'm going to take the film crew over there so that they can get some of these shots, and so that if you can't make it, maybe you can see it on Facebook or on Channel 5 or 210 Comcast. And I think we're working with EPB, and I think it'll probably be August, but we're going to try to get a channel with them so that some of my Chattanooga folks that aren't on Comcast anymore but are on EPB can also see this show. Now, I want to tell you, tomorrow night is the History Happy Hour, and it's 1944. It's 6619, but it was this is going to be at the museum from 6 to 8, and it's free for members and $15 for non-members. And I've told y'all before, folks, you can join the museum for like $35, and then that way you get in free to all of their events that are museum sponsored. And you don't, $35, what's that, 3 times 15, you could get, you got in 3 times free. And so I will be there tomorrow night. I will be there with my Uncle Ralph, who's 97, who was there at Normandy. He came in on a tank. I saw today on the news that some of the 97-year-olds were tandem parachuting in like they did 75 years ago. But they're tandem because they're 97, so we don't want to break any legs or anything. But there's a group of them. I know Mr. Riddle from Sweetwater is over there right now in Europe, and I think this is great. So tomorrow will be the 75th anniversary of D-Day, the invasion of Normandy, and my uncle will be there. He will not be the guest speaker, but he will be there. He will also be able to tell you a little bit about Operation Tiger, which was a special mission that nobody knew about until the 80s. I think we lost about 8,000 men that day. It was supposed to be a practice run for the invasion, and the Germans found out about it. So anyway, we're going to have catering from Impressions. Mash and Hops will be there. So there'll be a lot going on, and I was real thrilled that my Uncle Ralph said he could be there. Now, this weekend, on the 7th and the 8th, we will have Truesdale on Demand. And Truesdale School, folks, is a wonderful school for adults with special handicap needs, and they do some great things. And every year they do a program. It's on stage, live. They've been practicing it for a couple of months now. It'll be at the Dixon Center Friday and Saturday, June the 7th and the 8th. It'll start at 6 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Start at 7 o'clock. It's $15 general admission, and there's $30 priority seating. I'm not really sure what that is, but $30 priority seating. And for a ticket, you can call 479-7130, and that's out at Truesdale. And that's always a great show. Always a great show, folks. Now, if you want something else to do Friday night, we have the Downtown Friday Festivals. That'll be on the Courthouse Square, on the side where Cobblestone Grill and Cafe Roma are. And you'll see June the 7th is Bad Tattoo, and the 14th is Stacy Wilson and Band Raven, and those are from 7 till 9. And go downtown, bring your family. Now here's the thing, take a chair. Now there will be vendors down there. I'm going to assume Kona Ice will be there. G-Daddy's will probably be there, some other people, so you'll be able to get food, or you can eat at the restaurants down there that are open. But be sure you take your chair, because unless you want to sit Indian style on the concrete, I just can't imagine anything being any more uncomfortable, okay? Now, on Saturday at the Depot, we have the free concert, and it's going to begin at 7, and it's the Bluegrass Group Reliance, and that is, let me see if I can, Dustin Raper and Ronnie Raper and the Raper family. But anyway, it's going to be at the Depot in Etowah on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. So any of you that are in Etowah downtown, you might want to do that. Now, Connie Gatlin has written a book called Sunday After Sunday. I have heard a chapter of it. I think we have a better sign than that one, Alex. I think we have one with the book, the front of the book, and Connie's picture on it. So let's see if we, there we go. That's the good one. And this is going to be a book signing on the 21st at the history branch of the library at 10 o'clock. And Connie will be kind of reviewing her book, and then she will also have the books for sale, and she will also then be autographing the books. She has read and shared one chapter at a Shape Note singing I went to that was about sitting on the hymn books at the Baptist church. So I think these are going to be wonderful little thoughts of growing up in Sweetwater, Tennessee, and going to a little country Baptist church. I think it's going to be great. Then we have Annie and her Orphans Kids Camp on June 24th through the 28th at Bradley Central High School. And this camp is for ages 6 through 14. And for more information, you need to contact L. Bell at bradleyschools.net. And that would be Lindsay Bell, who is the Drama Central queen over there. And this is a summer camp for ages 6 to 14. There is a cost involved in that, so check that out. Now, we also have the Museum Center summer camps, and I think we got a slide on that. And they have started. And so I know Doug Kaywood was on with us the other day, and he came in here right after having done the architect and engineering camp. So there's a lot of camps going on, and some of them are going on like right now. And so you can see them on the lineup there. And the ones that are going on through the 10th through the 14th are the Junior Entrepreneur STEM Challenge camps. And I fussed at Michael about that being a STEM, and he said, Nancy, there will be art involved. So there will be it's STEM, but there will be some STEAM going on. And those are from 9 to 3, and those are 50 spots, and there's no cost, and that's for rising juniors and seniors. And I've seen some of the things you're going to do, and I just think it's awesome. Michael may still need some sponsors. I'm sponsoring a table of activity. I have no idea what that is, but I think it's a minimal cost for you to sponsor. So if you're interested, call the museum and find out about that. And then the 19th through the 21st, we have science and outdoor camp at the museum, ages 7 to 12, and that's from 9 to 3. It's $55 for members, but $75 for non-members. So there's $15 difference there that you could make up for with membership. And there's 20 spots available for there. So go to museumcenter.org and check out their summer camps, and there may be some spaces left. Now, I'm not one of those people that says you need to send your kid to camp all summer. You need to keep them active doing this, that, because they need some downtime. They need some reading time. And to me, that's what your library is for, because they can go over there and they can relax, and they can either read or be read to, and they can do some other things. So, activities are great. Downtime is great. So just remember, don't overdo your kids this summer before you send them back to school, because they need downtime. They really do. As well as you need downtime, the teachers need downtime, but you know exactly what I'm talking about with the downtime. And then we have Wonders in the Woods, out at Johnston Woods from Broad Street, and I think we've got a slide on that we're already into day camp, but the 3rd through 5th grade camp starts June the 10th, and then we have the middle school. The middle school starts the 8th through the 11th, and Adventure Camp is the 17th through the 21st. And www.johnstonwoods.org, that will get you in there, and you can sign up. There is a fee for those camps, but they do have scholarships. So, and the museum has scholarships too, folks. So don't let that keep you from sending your child to something if you think they might be interested. And then City Parks and Rec camps, oh golly, they have all kinds of exciting things going on. So you need to call 479-4129 or email Paul Wyrick at pwyrick@clevelandtn.gov. I mean, they have fly fishing, they have youth soccer, they have tennis, which that's my love, and they have adult tennis, they have children's tennis. Then they're going to have an art camp, and then you have football registration. So those are things that you need to know about. And here again, folks, your kids need some downtime, but then they may need some structured time. You may need some structured time for your kids. You may need time away from your kids. So that's why we're offering so many camps. And then Cleveland State has summer camps. They're going to have them on 3 campuses. They're going to be in Von Orr, Athens, and Cleveland. And for more information, you need to go to continuinged@clevelandstatecc.edu or call, that should be 614-8742, and we'll get that slide fixed before next week. But those will be offered, and there's a lot of Megatronics going on there. I think the camp that's going to go on for juniors and seniors at the museum next week, I think Megatronics is going to be involved there too. I'd love to say I know enough about Megatronics to tell you all about it, but that's robotic, and that's everything you need to know if you want to go on into a career in that field. Then we have Tri-Kids camps this summer for our Chattanooga Comcast viewers, and there's 4 of those. And one of them is already, I think the triathlon camp, the first one is over. The second one is getting ready to start if it hadn't already. And so there are the 4 camps that Andy Johnson's doing down there in Cleveland. And Andy's a great guy. And I think if he's directing those camps, and I saw something the other day where a parent had put on Facebook, "Thank you, Andy, so much for working with my child on," and I can't remember whether it was triathlon or lacrosse or something. But anyway, so if you want them to do that. And then we have an exciting event coming up at the Greenway August the 3rd, and that is going to be the Kool-Aid Festival. And the reason that I'm going ahead and telling you about some of these, I'm going to be gone the first 2 weeks of July. I'm going to take a Viking cruise to St. Petersburg, Russia. This is something that my husband and I had on our bucket list, and since he's no longer with me, but he's left it so that I'm able to do what part of the bucket list that we didn't get done. So I will not be here for the first 2 weeks of July. So I'm trying to let you know of things that are going to happen so that you will know about them and understand about them. Now, July 12th through the 13th, and I will totally be gone then, and I hate it because that is going to be the Calhoun, Tennessee, just right up the road on Highway 11, folks, their 200th anniversary. And they're going to have a big time with this, folks. They've got all kinds of things planned. They've got, you can buy a duck, and if your duck wins going down river, then you get all the money, and it goes to whatever charity you want. They're going to have, and then you can also rent a duck float, and you can float down the river. Then they have the cardboard, this one I love, the cardboard boat regatta. Make a cardboard boat and enter it in the event. And then they're going to have, it starts on the 12th at 5 o'clock at the Meadowlands Park. And how you get there is you go Highway 11 to the Hardee's right there across the street from Bowater, Resolute. Turn right, go under the overpass, the railroad overpass, and the park is going to be right there on your left. And they're going to have all kinds of things. So it'll start at 5, and that night, after it gets dark, they're going to show Wild River, which I think is awesome because there are people from this area who have never seen Wild River. My father-in-law was in it, and I can tell you the 2 places you would see him. But anyway, he was a nice-looking man. And so they're going to show Wild River, and then the other activities start on Saturday the 13th at 8 with the duck race and the cardboard regatta. And they're going to have live entertainment. They've got a singer for Friday night. They've got a singer that's going to perform twice on Saturday. They need some other vendors. If you're a craft vendor or a food vendor and you would like to be involved, please call City Hall at Calhoun, and I'll have to get that number for you, or go online to calhounrivertown.org.com. I can't remember what Joe said last week. calhounrivertown.org. And that will show you exactly what you need to know about the event. And I can probably find that on some of this information that he sent me. But this is going to be a great, great event, folks, July 12th and 13th, and I will not be here then. And I'm sorry, because I taught at Calhoun for 8 years, and I'd love to go back and participate in their activities. But we've had a busy day in Nancy's neighborhood. I don't know whether it's pouring down rain or not. When I get ready to leave the studio, I will find out, but this is much needed rain, and I'm sorry if you didn't want it. But it's been a great day in Nancy's neighborhood. You know what's going on in the library. Now you've heard about the Pie Center invitation for next Wednesday the 12th. So, folks, have a great day.